This video is going to be pretty fucking pissed off. It's going to be in Holly Undead's direction. Holly Undead is the biggest cunt on here, ladies and gentlemen. Holly Undead is one of the worst people in this community that I have been witnessing. You know, for all of you who love Holly Undead, for all of you who are fans of her, I got one question to ask of you. Why? Why? I mean, I go in there and I had a question to ask, and automatically that, I don't know who the fuck her name is, KK. She's some mod in Holly's room, was like, oh, be nice, Mountain. Like I had any intention to say anything malicious initially. I just went in there after a while. I'm not talking to Holly, not even looking at her streams, but she pops up on the side. Her live stream pops up on the side. So I go in and I say, then they were talking about chicken wings. And I asked a question that wouldn't have got other people kicked out, but it got me kicked out because I'm the greaseball melting jawed, right? Right? That's really the reason why I'm throwing up, because I'm the greaseball melting jawed who's so slimy and so creepy and all this and that. So if I say it, it's a crime. But other people say it, they get off, right? They were talking about buffalo chicken wings, and I asked Holly a simple question just to see. I was able to ask the question, but I guess one of the mods didn't like it, so they kicked me out. So they're talking about buffalo chicken wings, and I say, hey, Holly, if you had a buffalo chicken wing, would you stick one in my mouth? Just a question. You know how sometimes a girl is with a guy, they might feed them, they might stick something in their mouth, like open up, kind of like that. I just simply asked, would you want to stick a buffalo chicken wing in my mouth if you were eating them and you were with me? Just some random question like that. I don't know. And one of Holly's mods kicked me, and Holly was just so preoccupied she couldn't even see anything. Why do you all watch this bitch again? She doesn't read her side chat. She's totally oblivious to what any angry power trip mods in her room are doing. And this will lead me to Oda Mae next. Oda Mae, I consider myself cool with you, Oda Mae. What I would like you to do for me, though, is tell those mods that they were wrong for doing that. I didn't see you once say you were wrong for doing that. Mountain John should not be kicked in here. I did not see any of you say that. Oda Mae, I didn't see that come out of your mouth. So right now, I'm giving you an ultimatum. Denounce them. Tell them they were wrong for me. So things can continue here. If you're going to be indifferent about it and not speak up against YouTube corruption, then I can't talk with you anymore. That's just it. I can't talk with you anymore. And I like to think that if I declare war on Holly in her whole entire chat room, not just her, but her whole entire panel, or whatever, that I don't want to include you in that order. So I want you to make it right and tell them they were wrong and that I deserve a wrench in Holly's room. That I need protection in there just like everyone else. In fact, to everyone doing live streams out there, I want a wrench. I want a wrench with my name on it. If I'm to go into your rooms more often. Or, it's simple. You don't get the Mountain John show. I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to stay in my own corner like I always do. But I'm just saying, if any of you ever wonder where I am, you want me to come into your panels and all that, I want a wrench with my name on it. To anybody. You know? Well, a few channels, it may not be mandatory. But most, yeah, it's going to be mandatory that I have a wrench in your chat rooms. You know? That goes for Holly. Comply with me, Holly. You can comply, Holly, now, and this will be all done with. If you don't comply, we're going to have problems. That's all there is to it. We're gonna have problems if you don't comply, especially you. I asked for a defensive wrench earlier, and I got kicked for that. When I got kicked 2 fucking times in there. You tell me that's not uncalled for? It is uncalled for. And Oda Mae, I want you to stand up to this. Now. Or as soon as you can, and as soon as you get time, stand up to these people in there. KK and whoever else, Julie, Pooley, the fucking stoogey, who likes to slurp, spoogey, you know? Julie Pooley, I fucking hate that fake cunt. And I will call anybody a cunt that I want to call one. Because they're fake. You know, Julie Pooley was the one saying, oh, aren't we friends, Mel? Like, just bullshit. Bullshit. And then Julie wanted me kicked earlier. So, or didn't want me to have a wrench in there. So, see how these people are? You side with corruption if you side with Holly Undead. I mean, in many ways, I think Holly's worse than Rosie and Ellis, even. Because they might be a smaller channel, but let's face it. Holly has had her nose in a ton of bullshit on here. And it's time I shut that down for good. Who wants to be with me on this? Maybe her, but not just her. Some of her other people in there, too. You know? Who is sick of seeing the Holly Undead show come on? You know, it's dead, then it comes back on, and then it just goes and goes, and I wasn't actively putting my energy into Holly during that stream house. See, D-Dub has a wrench in there. D-Dub, why don't you stand up to the corruption? Why don't you tell Holly or some of the other mods they were wrong? Oh, and you passed through Oregon, you didn't even talk about visiting me. So, forget you then. What else? I don't know right now, but make it right, somebody, because I'm gonna go off if it's not made right. I'm sick of these mods on power trips in their rooms. These other mods that are not even, they're not content creators or anything. But Holly Undead, listen up and listen good. Your show's going to come to an end. If you don't address this. If you don't tell them that they were wrong for throwing me out. I asked an innocent question. Something that somebody else would ask, and they would not get kicked in another person's room, and even in there too. In fact, someone, I'm not going to name their name, would be perfectly okay if I asked them that question. They might even laugh it off, but nobody laughs it off. Nobody. They're a bunch of fucking uptight bitches, and they need to be shown the door. I want the good people to come together to throw these motherfuckers out of the community. Throw them out. They're overdone. They're used up. They're damaged goods. If they were ever good to begin with. These fucking cocksuckers. You know? These drama women have had their time. They're done. They're out. They're toast. It's time that the new generation takes over again. And shows them that we don't want that kind of content on here anymore. We don't want that content. You know? It's troublesome. It wastes people's time. It wastes the minutes of their life that they could be productive citizens, and they're not because they're watching your fucking bullshit on here. So, it's gonna be war if you don't address the issue. And Oda Mae, you're wrenched up in there, so again, I want you to do the right thing here for me. If you don't do the right thing, then that's it. Every possibility of me talking with you in the future and meeting is gonna be dead. So, that's my challenge right now. I mean, what's more important to you is what you have to weigh out. I have my way. And I have my law. And I lay down the fucking law. When everything's on the line. And I use it to weed out the wrong people. You know? And that's how I've done it. But no, you better make it right, Holly. You better address the amounts, or I'm coming after you personally. You better address those people. And you better, you know, that's all I'm saying to you. Because that kicking is unacceptable. Especially when I'm a content creator. I'm not some troll. You know? That's totally fucking uncalled for. And this system needs automatic reform over here. But who is with me? Who is willing to roll their fucking sleeves up and do this with me? Who? I only see one person. That's it. Harold. That's all. I see, the only one I see trying is Harold. I need some of you, too. You know, who else is out there right now who will work with me to try to shut this bullshit down on here? You know, who is willing to work with me? Unless they address the issue within 24 hours to 48 hours, that's it. I'm going to war with Holly's panel and Holly's cronies. Alright? So I want you to listen up and listen good. You fucked with Melton John. That's going to be your fucking downfall. There, the end.